So did you hear the big news? The big news is that CERN is back up and running. That's right. And they're conducting some unusual experiments too. I got to look into it more, but maybe it's related to the strangeness we're feeling. You ever thought about that? Today has been off the Richter scale bizarre. Oh my god, that's not what I wanted to talk about. What I do wonder though is if CERN is related to this one particular person named Javier. Now, I don't know if you heard of Javier, but he lives in Valencia, Spain, in the future, supposedly. Now, this is a TikToker, right? And he goes around the city and films. And he has many videos on TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but you could see them without it. And his name on TikTok is called The Lone Survivor. And there are plenty of articles about him. Uh, Plenty of skeptics as well, but they don't have anything to disprove him at all. Um, you got to see it for yourself because by me describing it to you, you wouldn't believe it. So he goes around the city and there's nothing, there's nobody. He goes inside classrooms, inside buildings, inside stores, inside railway stations, inside every type of building, every type of park, every type of beach. And he goes around and he showed to the TikTokers um, Alexa, and he asked Alexa what year it was, and Alexa told him 2027. So now the skeptics claim that they're movie posters from our current year or last year or things of that nature of our current time as he walks around the city. And he claims that everything is from this current time, but that he isn't. He said everything froze in this general time period, and he somehow jumped into 2027. So let's assume that from now, approximately until then, everything is in this frozen state. It's really bizarre though. Everything is like really pristine, right? There's no evidence, at least in that region, of a nuclear war. There's no evidence of anything. Like the sky is clear, the birds are. Actually, no, I haven't seen any animals. Why did I say the birds? I don't see any animals in his videos. Like, did aliens abduct everyone? Was it a rapture? Was it a war? It's and just he just hasn't it just in that particular city there was no war, but people escaped because either they were expecting it or there were no more resources. And again, if he really is in that time, how is he able to survive? What is he eating? Obviously, this is just extraordinarily far fetched and ridiculous, but it's also extraordinarily far fetched and ridiculous to try to fake this. So if you go and see the videos for yourself, I don't see. I guess the skeptical argument is that it's the lockdown and it's easy to film when there's no people around. No, look, I've seen videos of Spain and Italy during lockdown, and there was police beating people in the streets, and there was police everywhere in general, and there was evidence of people. No matter how locked down it is, there was evidence of people in Wuhan, the freaking Chinese officials bolting doors shut all over the place. There was people everywhere. You could tell that they were inside the buildings. You could tell that there was people when we had the lockdown here. Even though the streets were empty, there were still cars sometimes. The lights were on everywhere. There were still people walking around. When he films, there's nobody, and he films these large expanses of land, like these huge beaches, right? Or like you would have to see one guy on a beach, just in a city. Okay, you're gonna see people in a city. It's a big city. There's no way, no matter how locked down it is, that there isn't going to be nobody, and he's just going to somehow miraculously film in these spots, but it almost seems like he purposely films areas that you would think would be the most dense and populated in the city. So like really downtown area, goes inside like grocery stores that look like they were once busy. Again, me describing it to you doesn't mean much because you got to see it to believe it. What do I think of it? I have no idea. I mean, this is just tripping me out. Like, again, if it's real, like, what the hell happened to the people? And I had a similar dream like that a few months ago where time froze, and there was almost nobody around, but the people that were around were like frozen in place. I could see that. And I was in Times Square, New York. Times Square, TikTok. There's a connection to time just with the words TikTok. I don't know, man. Again, like, is he like an editing expert? Does he walk around and he edits out the people moving around? Does he edit out the cars? Is this some kind of big production team scam where they're trying to test how good their CGI is by editing people out? Is it this guy Javier? I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. That's my point here, is because you got to see these videos. You got to see it to believe it. I'm personally shocked. I'm shocked because it looks really legit. It looks real as hell. And I'm still on the fence, but I'm kind of more inclined to believe him. I'm more on the side of believing this Javier person. So see for yourself.